They dressed like this, dude?
In the 90s? Yeah, dude. They fucking dressed like they were the inside of a fucking... What the hell is that thing?
Really clean...
They dressed like they were inside of a Lisa Frank book. Do you know what Lisa Frank is?
No, I feel like
it's like stickers and like highlighted colors, unicorns.
Really?
And
I thought I feel like I kind of look like a drag queen's vagina. You know? Like,
no. I would say you look like you're doing a fucking rap concert on Mars.
Really, dude?
Yeah.
I like that.
Inside of a unicorn's butthole.
That's what I want, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, the future's bright.
The future is bright.
This is fucking, dude, Brad Stoll, dude, the fucking burrito guy who tries food.
The burrito guy?
That's what you are, bro. That's your name.
I'm the burrito guy.
You're the bald Jewish pedophile burrito guy. You get pedophile a lot with that mustache?
I don't like that last part, but... What's up?
Do you get pedophile a lot with that mustache?
I think you keep saying it like you want it to stick.
Do you get pedophile a lot with that mustache?
No.
Okay.
No, it's just dried with pussy juice.
Dude, I'm glad. That means you're working hard.
Trying.
Yeah.
I always work hard. You know that.
Hey, that's good, man.
Yeah, I try to.
What is the future looking like for you, though? Are you going to keep making these burrito videos? If you don't know, Brad makes a lot of trying food videos, and they're hilarious, and they're all over his Instagram and TikTok, right?
Yeah, I think it's funny when people just call them food videos, and I was like, oh, people just see me holding up the food. They don't actually probably watch it, so I just kind of go with that.
I mean, I watch you eat it.
Yeah, but like again, like it makes me believe that I should probably start throwing captions so people actually know what the hell I'm saying.
But you're reviewing the food.
Yeah.
So
but I'm doing riffing. I'm like riffing about the food, riffing about like the place. You know, I'm basically trying to do stand up as I'm reviewing food.
Yeah, I kind of got that vibe.
Yeah, that was like they originally just came from the idea of like. I've worked at so many restaurants. I've been fired. I've quit. And I basically wanted to go back to all those restaurants to retry the food, being like, was it good food or was I just hungry on the job? And then I obviously ran out of restaurants because there's only so many places I could have worked at. And then I went after like hype restaurants that people don't shut the fuck up about.
Yeah. Like Dough Bricks.
Fuck that place.
Wasn't good?
No, dude. It's mid as shit.
Oh, really?
It's mid. It's half baked like every influencer's fucking video. It's a unthought premise that they just slap it on the internet and everyone's like, this was so creative. And I'm like, it wasn't. It was just well edited. It's not creative.
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Basically, that's what it was. Presentation-wise, it's just gloppy. It's big. It's right next to the store. So, like, people are fucking hammered, willing to spend $7 on a slice of pizza, which is fucking outstanding that you would want to spend money on such a piece of shit. I just don't get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a valid opinion, dude.
I definitely have a fun... I mean...
But you've worked at a lot of these places.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what do you think is, like, the actual best fast food that there is?
I think that it's all preference of like what you like. I love Taco Bell. That's my favorite fast food place. Dude, Taco Bell is life. No. I've never worked there. Oh, like favorite fast food place that I worked at?
Okay, yeah, sure.
I worked at Home State. They do Texas-style breakfast tacos. They're bomb. I will still go back. I got fired.
Is it here in Hollywood?
Yeah, there's one in Hollywood. There's one in Highland Park. There's one in Marina Del Rey. And I think there's one in Sherman Oaks now, yeah.
And so you got fired?
I got fired. It was my first job in LA. I worked there for 2 months. It was very much, I've worked in restaurants as a waiter, so I've never really worked fast food. And that's such a different, it's like, are you good at being a people pleaser kiss ass, or are you better at being a robot? Because that's what fast food is. You are literally a robot. Hi, what can I get you?
No, you are an NPC.
You are emotional, like, ha, great choice. Do. Ha, love queso. Ha. And then as like a waiter, just like, was it good? Did you like it? Can I get you something else? It's like whiny. It's fucking whiny.
Dude, it's kind of like that movie Free Guy where everyone's an NPC.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie. I kind of feel like that's my life.
You are an NPC?
No, I think you're an NPC.
Oh, I am?
No. No, genuinely, bro.
Which is what an NPC
that homeless guy.
I'm not an NPC.
That homeless guy.
He was that was like Grand Theft Auto. Like we activated him.
You activate them by talking to them. Like you. But
I didn't even know. I wasn't even talking to him. I just said to him. I said the thing I said is I go. I wasn't trying to be funny, and then he goes, "Yeah, you were trying to be funny." I go,
and
what?
then as a joke, I think I was like, yeah, everyone's trying to be fun or something like that. And then he just went into like this.
And then he eventually told it. But he eventually told us,
star burrito. Don't tell me that, you little testicle. I don't like mushrooms.
No, he literally said that we were gonna get gassed. Did you miss that part when he's like, it's all gonna go to hell. We're all gonna die. You're all gonna be flamed.
Yeah, I heard
and
that.
I'm like, what the fuck? We went from like oh, he's kind of like a fun homeless man, like who had a little bit like of a bit, and then he's just like, you're gonna die in a fire. I'm like, there it is, you're crazy.
How did he know we were Jewish? He called me. He also called me a faggot. I don't know if
I heard that from afar.
Yeah, I heard that from afar, and I was flattered.
Yeah, you weren't even wearing the pink pants yet.
I know,
which
dude.
is like, he was just judging you. He was
I know,
just
right?
like, I'm throwing that word out there.
I was like, wow, I wear one fucking pair of women's pants and shirt, and I'm a faggot. All right. Hey, and I'm rocking this shit. Let's be fucking real here.
No, I'm feeling it.
And to go on stage and
First of all, okay, I'll say this: you're in good shape. Wearing an undershirt on stage is a choice. That's hard. That's confidence. The only time I've ever been in an undershirt on stage was I go to this thing called emo karaoke. It's monthly. You should definitely go. Karaoke time machines. I'll plug them. And I was gonna do "All My Life" by the Foo Fighters. Great song. And I was wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
I've seen
yeah,
this
and I posted the clip.
Shit, yeah.
And I had a black undershirt with the Hawaiian shirt, and then someone in the crowd was screaming, "Take it off!" And I was like, eh. And then the entire crowd goes, "Take it off!" And I'm like, I've never had 200 people shout at me to take my shirt off. I feel like if I don't, I'm gonna bomb up here. So I literally fucking took it off, threw it to my fucking hot friend, and I was like, all right, let's do this. And I fucking rocked it, dude. And I get it. I get the
Play the clip.
Play the clip. No. I felt like it's like Dane Cook moment where you like watch him in an undershirt when his first special. You're like, holy shit, how do you fucking do that? And then you do it. And you're like, oh, I get it. You're just on a high. Even if you're not in incredible shape, being in an undershirt in front of screaming people is fucking liberating. There's not a better feeling in the world.
Yeah. I totally agree. I mean,
felt
look,
like a rock star.
Here's the thing. My natural dress code is usually like a tank top with like a pair of pants. My fashion is in the pants usually.
I can see that.
I'm usually white tank top and then a cool looking pair of pants.
How many undershirts would you say on average you own?
That's the thing. I don't think I own enough. I think I only have like 9. So I have to like kind of do laundry every week and a half.
I think I have like 3, and I think
well,
I
this is the thing. This is a woman's shirt. It's not even an undershirt. So it's kind of like
that's a crop top you're wearing?
No, it's not a crop top, but it's like cropped, like
a cock top.
It's a cock top.
Cock top.
It's cropped high enough to show my penis.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Which I mean, if you're not wearing pants, that's pretty much what a cock top
there you
is.
go.
A cock top is literally just a shirt with no pants on.
Oh, well, I do that also.
You're welcome.
But well, thank you for that. This specifically one though, it's shorter than my regular tank tops. So like this was just a fashion statement.
Cock top.
Cock top. Yeah,
You can name the episode Cock Top.
We'll name it Cock Top, dude.
Cock Top.
Yeah.
Definitely won't get flagged.
Definitely not. And who cares anyway, right? I only get 6 views.
Aha!
Aha! Hey, but me and my 6 views, we're fucking rocking it, dude. Dab me up, bro.
Dude, I drank so much coffee. I feel it in my head right now.
Dude, that's how you should do it. Are you drinking coffee right now?
No,
what is
I'm
that?
not.
Purina One?
I'm drinking.
Are you a dog?
I'm drinking rich person piss.
Hey, that's how you do it, bro. And you know what, dude?
It's Andrew Tate water.
Hey.
Sparkling water.
Hey, man, Andrew Tate, you believe in this guy?
I think there was so me and my friend have this theory that Andrew Tate has been this has been a bit the whole time, and you could figure it out. So when Your Mom's House had Andrew Tate on, they were like the first podcast to like publicly have him on before everyone knew who the fuck he was.
Mm-hmm.
They have him on. They've obviously their whole thing is like they always look for like weird, interesting people and try to bring him onto the show. They got in contact with him. He flies in. They have him, and they like know his whole bit is like misogynist and all this stuff. There was one moment in the podcast where you see Andrew Tate, like, he breaks. Like, he breaks out of character. Like, literally, he goes, I looked at her and I said, bitch. And then he started laughing. Like, and it wasn't like, I'm laughing for what I'm saying. I'm laughing because he couldn't take himself seriously for saying it. And then everyone, like, kind of looked at him, and then he went right back into it. It's like a fucking 3-second moment.
Yeah, dude, you know damn well he's not going to sleep.
Bro, no,
like,
it's a bit. I mean, like, yeah.
No, he's definitely created a great
criminal?
character.
Is he probably a criminal? Maybe. Is he probably terrible to women? I'm sure he's not great. But I will say there is a heightened sense of reality of what he's doing. Like to me, it's like Andy Kaufman gone too far. That's all.
Aren't we all though?
Yeah. But that's all stand-up is just heightened personality.
Like, 100%.
I don't want to be meta or.
I will say this though.
Shit.
I'm honestly, I've like living in a van. I've dedicated my life to my personality. Like
I could tell.
So like I'm just this, you know.
Yeah.
Welcome to my personality cave.
Did you add the pig? Is that pigs with wings?
Yeah, it's Pink Floyd.
Oh, did you add that?
Of course, dude. Everything you see here is like made by Guy. So like
I want that so bad. Cock top made by Guy.
There you go, bro.
Cock top.
I'll make a cop top and sell it.
Dude, I feel like that'd be funny merch for you.
I have.
Be like, I don't sell shirts. I sell cock tops,
and
it's crop tops for men.
I think men should start wearing women's clothes, dude.
They already do.
Yeah, dude. Look at these pants, Doug.
I wouldn't call these women's pants.
They're fucking awesome.
They're dope, man. Are they
Yeah.
corduroys or jeans?
What's corduroys?
Oh boy. So you know, like jacket material, like a thick jacket. You know, like it has like lines.
I think it's
I think that's corduroy. I don't think that's jeans.
It's one or the other.
I want to like. May I?
You want to touch my knee?
May I touch your knee?
Go
Do
for
I
it.
have your consent to touch your knee?
I need no. You don't have my consent. Oh my god! Stop it.
Yeah, it's Gene. It's Gene.
Yeah, it's jeans,
Gene.
and they're sick. They're fucking sick.
Sorry, I thought we had a moment.
Yes, he's here in my van. We got him, guys. I have a wire, dude. We got the pedophile.
I'm hating all these pedophile bits like with a dirty passion. They're just awful.
I love your mustache.
I know you do. I know it's secretly love.
It's secretly in love, dude.
But the amount of times pedophile get
No,
done,
you're
I
right.
mean,
You're not
it's
a pedophile.
definitely
No, you're not, dude.
it's great for the brand.
Great for the brand. For your brand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
dude.
I'm in a van. I have a mustache. What else?
Oh my god.
What other things
Do you
can I
want a
ruin
bag
with-
of M&Ms, dude? I'll give you one.
I will. First of all, don't tempt me with a bag of M&Ms. I will fucking eat all of them, especially if they're peanut M&Ms.
To give me, you know, I love peanut M&Ms, but the last time I ate peanut M&Ms was, I was in my room and I was reading a book.
Which room? This room?
No. I was in my room back in my old house with my family, and I was reading a book called The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy, and I was eating a bag of peanut
Well, I know that
M&Ms.
book.
Yeah.
Power of Subconscious Mind.
Yeah.
Somebody duped me when I first moved to LA. They like told me this whole story about manifestation, brought me to Barnes & Noble,
It's a
bought me
great
that book, and never picked up my phone calls ever again.
Did you read it?
I read like half of it.
It's a good book.
It's a good book. But I will never forget that person LA'd me like within like a month of living.
Hey,
in this
but
town.
maybe he works for the author, dude.
No, he's very well tied.
Okay, well.
Very well connected.
Anyways, when I read that book,
Yeah.
so I was in my room. I was reading that
Sure.
book. I was eating peanut M&Ms,
Absolutely.
and then I hear my dad scream, and then I open the door. I go to my sister's room, and then there she is dead. And then that was the last time I ever ate peanut M&Ms.
I keep forgetting about your sister. And didn't think peanut M&Ms were gonna tie it back to that.
Nah, I've eaten them every once in a while, but sometimes I have this feeling that like if I
Do
eat
you
a
say
peanut,
like this one's for you, and then just kind of like?
well, here's the
Catch it in
thing.
your
No. Sometimes if I'm like I don't eat peanut M&Ms that often anymore, even though I really like them. But sometimes if I do eat them, I'm always very cautious because I always feel like as I'm eating them that someone's gonna die while I eat them.
I would not. Wow, what a thrill about eating candy,
Dude, that's such a powerful fucking. That's a godlike move, dude.
You picking up an M&M and just going, "Am I God? Am I God?"
Let's find out.
But if you miss it though, is that someone who's gonna die? Like if you're throwing it up in the air and you miss your mouth,
Then they're gonna live though.
is that final destination where it's like if guy catches it in his mouth, they live. If they
No,
miss,
they die. If I catch him out, they die. If I miss, they get a spare chance.
Oh, right, because you get another shot to maybe not die.
And I'll probably if I did have the power to kill someone with an M&M, like just eating one, you know who I would kill? I would kill everyone who eats chips with their mouth open.
Oh, that's a good one.
Fuck them.
You know what's worse?
What?
A Jewish person eating a deli sandwich with too much mustard and it's just running down their lip, and they start talking to you.
And then they spit some
Yes,
of that
and then
mustard
like
on you.
little pieces of rye bread just shoot out of their mouth,
And
like,
they don't even apologize for it.
And
They just let it
there's
happen.
too many of my relatives that have done that to me, and I refuse to go to shivas with people just because I don't want deli meat in my face. And I worked at a Jewish deli. I'll tell you this, it happens everywhere. How's the food? That's lovely. And they're fucking spitting pastrami at me.
We need to get rid of these potatoes. We need to start.
Human potatoes. Let's get rid of these human potatoes.
Enough.
It's enough.
Enough. You know what, dude?
What?
If we're hanging out
Sure.
and you're eating a bag of chips,
I already don't believe it because we're hanging out. Go.
I will fucking take those chips.
Uh-huh.
I will pee in that bag, and then I would make you drink it. And I'll tell you why I would
Would
do
I
that.
still be able to eat the potato chips?
If you keep
is it
eating
like I clean out the bag?
Well,
and
here's the
then
thing.
I have to.
You know why
I have to
pee in
boot it back in, like kind of like
No.
like an old boot,
You
but
know,
with your piss.
You know why I pee in it? Because if I pee enough in the bag, then maybe it will sog up the chips and no longer crunch. But here's why I don't like them. If I'm minding my business and you're fucking eating chips and you're eating it with your mouth open, I don't care if you're spitting it. Just the noise, dude. You know what? You could be. You know what? Here's the thing. You can be the best person ever. You could be Martin Luther King Jr. All right, and you freed
Was
the
he
slaves.
the best person ever? I mean, we don't know.
Great guy. Great guy.
Great speech guy.
Great speech guy.
That's all I know about
Great
him.
presentation.
Civil rights guy, yeah.
If
Overall,
Martin,
don't know if we've never met him.
Some may say, you know, well, that's actually the point of where I'm going here. So let me.
Okay, sorry.
So
I'm stepping on the point.
Martin Luther King Jr., great guy, maybe. All right, did a lot of good things.
He did.
Proud of him. All right,
Yeah.
Proud of Martin Luther King Jr. Good stuff. Appreciate you.
Sure.
Dap up. But I bet there's one guy somewhere in the world who had to sit with Martin Luther King Jr. and had to fucking hear him chew a bag of chips or something.
That is a fair point.
And I bet that guy.
I thought about the fact that he cheated on his wife, but chips, way worse
Fuck
than this.
that, dude. Cheat on your wife all day long, as long as you're chewing chips with your mouth closed.
Don't do that.
That's the only fucking thing.
Also, if it's a gross, smelly flavor of chips, that's even worse.
You know what, dude? I'll add on that. If my girlfriend cheats on me, okay, that's fine.
It happens.
But if she cheats on me
While
eating a bag of chips, we're done.
that the crunch is more heartbreaking than the actual insertion.
Exactly.
There's a
Fuck
cock
that.
inside of you. How about the chips? Where are they? where are the chips? And they're like, well, they're
Slut.
bedside. Great, keep them there. Hey, you're doing a great job. And then you leave, and you slowly leave. You eye the chips. You look back at her. You eye the chips, look back at her. And then you look back at the guy and go, you're doing a great job. And then you close the door. The second you hear a crunch, door kicks open, get out.
You know what I hope? If that girl that cheated on me with the chips, you know what I hope? I hope someday when I die, I hope I hope I die before her, so I can like just chew chips in her ear as a ghost until she like gets forever gone. You know, I hope she suffers. But let me get back to Martin Luther King Jr.
Okay.
Probably a good guy, right?
Probably.
One guy in the world had to hear Martin Luther King snack on some salt
Also,
and vinegar
pause.
lace.
Politicians in general, not great people.
No.
Most politicians, not great people.
Politicians might be good, all right?
Most of them, not very good.
There might be some really cool politicians out there that I might not have heard of yet. But let's get back to Martin Luther King Jr.
Sorry.
But there's one guy somewhere in the world, one cool guy.
I love how you're doing the Trump hands. One really cool guy.
Hang out with
Very
Martin.
cool guy.
Yeah, dude. Hung out with Martin Luther King Jr. and he witnessed Martin Luther King Jr. eat a bag of salt and vinegar Doritos. And you know why you've never seen any salt and vinegar Doritos? Because Martin Luther King Jr. was the last guy to ever eat them. Because I bet everyone thought Martin Luther King Jr. was such a great guy. And then when Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated, I bet that guy was like, you know, everyone has an expiration date, you know?
I thought you were going to say the last thing that was seen on the scene was a bag of salt and vinegar Doritos, and I go, we can't let the public see this.
No.
We can't let them know about this.
No. He didn't make it happen, but he was like, you know what? I'm glad you died with that expiration date of that bag of chips, you know? Everyone has an expiration date, and so do chips, and you deserve to die with those chips. I'm sorry. You were a great guy.
So your theory doing Trump again. I don't know.
I'm a politician, dog.
I love You're really good. You went.
You're a good guy.
You're a really good guy. Best guy.
You're a good guy.
I would love to live in the time warp that Donald Trump and Martin Luther King were just sitting down.
You know,
I met a lot of kings. I met a lot of kings. Some of the best kings. You're a great king.
You know. Well, that's actually the thing.
Yeah.
Hitler, probably a bad guy. All right, not the funnest guy to be around, but I bet he chewed chips with his mouth closed. I bet he did.
That's because he was a quiet little cuck boy that wanted to kill everybody.
Well, at least he fucking
Isn't that
kept
really
to
the reality
himself.
of what Hitler was? He was just a sad emo art boy that was like, meh, no one likes my paintings. And then it was like one Jewish guy going, I wouldn't pay for that. And then he's like, those people.
No, I think it was his teacher.
His teacher was a Jew?
It was like a woman, and she was like, "Boy, these some bad stuff."
I
And then-
guarantee you had a bad relationship with his grandmother because she was Jewish. So that makes a lot of sense.
Damn,
Would
bro.
you kill your grandma? Would you kill 6 million of your grandmothers? Was she that bad?
You know, but I relate to all these.
I would love to see people to watch this out of context to not know that either of us are Jewish. That we're just talking.
So we're both
comfortably.
Jewish, and
Yeah.
for those of you who don't know, I live in a van, and for those of you who don't know, my van's AC doesn't work. I talked.
It's
about
honestly
this on
kind of
stage.
comfy in here.
No, because we're doing it at night. Just imagine.
Oh, I mean, if we did this
100-degree
today, that would
weather
legitimately be a fun podcast
to
for people
sweat.
to watch.
No, it would be a fun. It would be a fun workout for us. That's
Yeah,
what it
we
would
would
be.
if we just did sauna style podcast, just white towels, nothing else, and just did a pod
Bro, with our shirts off.
with shirts off and everything.
Dude, you should watch my
We should do a
episode with
sauna pod.
Poncho. Dude, Poncho and I did this in the middle of the heat.
I saw that he came here in the middle of the day.
Sweating, dude. Did you see him, bro? Drenched in sweat, sweating the whole podcast. So am I. We're both drenched in sweat, sweating like crazy. We both smell like
Jesus.
ass. But it was definitely an experience to remember. But here's the cool thing though. I mean, I said this on stage, but
That's what everyone loves.
this thing does turn into an oven, okay? And that's the closest I'll ever understand my Jewish ancestors, dude. Me and my grandma really connect now.
My grandpa got out, so we avoided that. He was the only one that was like in the running that I know of that could have.
How do you escape?
So around, the 30s, they came to Romania. They made their way over there eventually. And my grandpa was probably like, I want to say like 17, 18. And him and his brother, like they were young. And they literally saw people getting lined up to go be put on trains. And they kind of put two and two together. They're like, something about this doesn't feel right. And they just climbed over a fence and then just started running. And then they eventually found some people, got on a boat, fled, and got the fuck out of there.
Fuck
He
yeah,
got really lucky. So my
dude.
grandfather, I've talked about this before, not on stage, but my grandfather wrote a book before he died.
Okay.
And it was what I thought the book was about was that whole entire trope of how he came to America. What I found out later as I got older is that it's basically a sex novel about all the people he fucked before my grandmother. And then, my grandfather was married before my grandmother. And it's literally called, oh God, I keep butchering the name. What is it? It's, I think it's like War and Sex.
And did this blow up?
Or Sex in the War. No. He paid for a publisher. They published it, put it on Amazon. Nobody bought it. And
How is he alive?
I have one of
still?
the few copies. No, he passed away. What was it? I moved here 2018, so I think he died Christmas 2019.
And can I buy this book?
No, I don't think so. There's a copy on eBay, I think. I think I saw a copy on eBay.
Now it's being traded around. Dude.
I swear to God.
Now people can put it in there. It's a collectible now.
It
dude.
is a collector's item for my family. Not one that my family likes. My mom, who was a English teacher, had to edit it. Parts of the book. I don't know if I don't know. She told me supposedly that she didn't edit the sex parts. I'm like, well, then who did? You didn't hire an editor, so someone had to look at it. And apparently I wasn't going to be able to see it. Like, my parents were trying to keep me away from reading it. And then after he died, I was like, give me the book. I read some of it, and I was like, whoo, I'm good. It was a lot.
Dude, your grandpa was.
My grandpa was a
fucking
flirt,
bitches,
so
dude.
it's not
No,
surprising.
he's not a flirt. He's a whore, bro, and that's awesome.
Yeah, he's a European whore.
Good for him, dog.
Yeah, man. Dude, my grandpa was a good-looking dude. He looked fucking young when he got older. Like, when he was in the 90s, he didn't look 90. Like, he was like,
Damn.
he looked like he was probably in like late 60s, 70s. Took care of himself.
Dude, you know my grandpa? 82 years old?
Nice.
81 maybe?
Mhm.
This guy also fled Holocaust.
Nice. Where?
Where
was he?
Actually, sorry, I'm wrong. He didn't even flee. He was actually like Arabic descent. My grandpa is Iraqi, and he was born and raised in Iraq, and he spent his early life selling, working in the shuk, which is a word in Hebrew, which is like a flea market.
Yeah.
Where he would sell seeds and nuts and spices, and he was one of those people in the shuk that had that, and he was like very honest. He had a lot of returning customers, and they were actually very successful. And he was like a salesman. He was a very honest salesman. And then his dad was like passed down the business to like all the sons, and then like nothing to the daughters. And then they had like some beef with like the brothers and the sisters. But inevitably, Israel became a country, and then everyone moved there, and then he moved from Iraq, and then my grandma moved from I don't know, dude. I don't even know what this woman's backstory is. All I know is my grandma, dude, she's got so much plastic surgery. This bitch is a LA Barbie, dog.
So where did your grandparents escape from? You didn't even answer that question. You just went into a whole thing about a souk.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. They didn't even escape, I don't think. I think they both just came. I actually think my grandma did. My grandma, she was.
Or you know?
I don't know. I think she told me she was like in Poland or something, and then like.
Well, if she was in Poland and got out, that's impressive because that was like the big one.
And then she went. I don't know where she was, and I don't know where she went. Like I just know that like she met my grandpa, and then in the army, the Israeli army, and my grandpa was really trying to fuck, and she was always like, "Nah, dude, like get away from me." And then my grandpa like took the hint, but he just kept coming back. And then his friend set him up with my grandma. And then my grandma went out with his friend, like, cause his friend was like, "Hey, I want to date that woman." And then my grandpa was like, "All right," and he set them up, and they went on a date. And then she went to my grandpa, and she's like, "Why'd you set me up with that guy?" And my grandpa was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "We went out to get ice cream, and he made me pay for my ice cream." I was like, "This fucking Jew, bruh."
So he basically like set himself up for success.
There you go, bro. My grandpa's a fucking genius, dude.
I feel like
he planned this from the jump, dog.
Your grandpa knew that that his friend was gonna be a cheap motherfucker, and being like, "Oh, I'm so sorry that he was. That sucks. Like I never thought he'd do that. Anyways, you want to go out? I'll pay for the ice cream."
Exactly, bro.
And it's just simple things at that point.
Because he knew my grandma was a Jew, and he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna set you up with this guy." And then she was like, and this is what my grandma told me this. She's like, "He made me pay for my own popsicle or like ice cream." I was like, "What the fuck? What a cheap ass." And then that's when she was like, and then one day like my grandpa just kept going back. Dude, that's why he's a genius, bro. He's like, "I'm gonna let another guy smash so that I could play the long game."
Or I'm gonna let a guy fuck it up so I can smash. That's what he did. He played it. He played long game.
Jews.
He goes.
He played cards, bro. He played poker. He knows how to do it.
He's like, "That's fine." He can throw and show his cards that he's a cheap motherfucker, and I'm gonna sit here being like, "I had no idea." Royal flush. That's what your grandpa did.
And that's a clip.
That's a clip.
Yeah, dude, he's a pimp, dude. My grandpa, he tells me all these stories, man. Like he was a good dude. Like I mean, I was. Why am I saying? I'm talking like he's dead, bro. To this day, by the way, dude, this is the cool thing about him. He still sells nuts.
Good for him.
He doesn't want to retire. I asked him why, and he's like, "What am I gonna do if I retire?" That's lame.
Tell him about a business proposition. I'm like, "Are you familiar with cock tops?
Are you familiar with solar, Grandpa?
Are you down with fossil fuels?" No, I was gonna say my grandpa. One time I Jewed my grandpa. So when I was in 4th grade, I somehow came up with this manipulative ass plan that my grandpa used to always pick me up from school. And he was like, we're on our way home. I go, it was a Friday. I go, "Grandpa, guess what?"
Okay.
He's like, "What?" I go, "I got a good grade." He goes, "Oh, that's good, I think." He didn't really fucking know because his English was like on and off, like great, bad. And I was like,
Is this the sex grandpa?
Yes. And okay. I go, "Do you know?" Because Romanian grandpa is still sex grandpa. I go, "You know what happens when I get good grades?" My grandpa goes, "What?" I go, "Mom usually takes me to Toys R Us so I can get a toy." And he goes, "Really?" I go, "Yep." And I literally tricked him into bringing me to Toys R Us. I made up the grade. I didn't get any fucking homework or anything. Brought me. I got an X-Men action figure, came home, and my mom wasn't home yet. And my mom comes home. My grandpa, of course, tells her everything. She comes back in, and she goes, "Yeah, like, you made Grandpa take you to Toys R Us?" I'm like, "I didn't make him. He took me." She just like shook her head. She's like, don't do that. Like she like knew what I was doing. I was like using the language barrier against him.
You have a smart mom.
Oh my God. Oh my God. My mom knew immediately what the fuck I did. She's just like,
Because here's the thing, dude. That's a crazy story because that's when you realize that you have a Jewish mind. How old were you?
I was in 4th grade, so I was yeah, I think it'd be 11, I think.
Oh my God, dude. You know why I love this story?
Mm.
I have the same story, but what I did was much worse.
I had a feeling it was going to be way worse because I feel like that's what I did as a kid at a less than 11-year-old. That's bad. It's not like grand scheme bad. It's just a little manipulative. It's not too crazy.
Oh, mine was manipulative and then got really serious really fast.
Oh God.
It's like the same story, but just a little more chaos.
Do you want to tell? You don't have to tell if you don't want to.
I wasn't in 4th grade when I realized that I was Jewish. I was in kindergarten. So
I don't want to say it like being Jewish is a superpower. I just feel like
it is. SuperJews.
Is that our
That's
thing?
the name of
Is
the
that our thing?
podcast. SuperJews.
What's this? Oh, there's like a J. There's a Jew.
There's the J.
J.
And this is the W right here.
And this is why people think we have horns.
So let me tell you the story. Kindergarten.
Okay.
All right. Just moved to not California, Illinois. All right. Just moved to America from Tel Aviv, living in Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Lived there for about a year now.
Sure.
Kindergarten. And let me get to the end of the story because it's pretty wild. My mom, I'm in preschool, right? Or not in preschool, I was in kindergarten. And the teacher was teaching us about strangers. And something we learned was something that I'm doing now, which is living in a van and handing out candy to strangers. But what they taught us was if a stranger ever rolls his window down and tries to offer you candy, you run away. You gotta go. So I took this information and I go to my mom.
Mm-hmm.
She's driving me home from school, and I go, "Hey, Mom, I was in class, and the teacher was teaching us about like how if a stranger comes to try to give you candy, you have to run away." And my mom goes, "Yes." And I say, "So, if a stranger ever tried to ask me for candy and I run away, do you think you can take me to Toys R Us to buy a toy?" And she goes, "Yes." So I'm a smart kindergartner. So I let a couple days go by. All right, I give it a couple days. About 6 days later, I come home from the bus and I run home panting. And my mom's like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And I'm like, "There was a guy driving his car and he tried to offer me candy, and I ran as fast as I could until I couldn't see him anymore, and I ran until he was a little dot." And Mom was like, "Okay, but she's like, oh my God. And I was like freaking out. She's like, oh, like fucking walking around like, "Oh my God. This is insane."
There's a pedophile.
And there's a pedophile in this neighborhood. She's fucking like about to cry. She's walking around, and then I'm just like, "So does this mean I can get a toy?" And my mom, just like, "Oh my God," just fucking like walking around the house, like kind of going crazy, and doesn't answer. And then I go to the TV, and I'm just watching TV after school, eating my spaghetti and meatballs, watching SpongeBob. About like 15 minutes go by. My mom comes up to me. She's like, "Guy, can you come here for a second?" And I go, "Yeah." And then she walks me to the front door, and she's like, "This is Officer Peterson."
No. Oh my God, dude. Jesus Christ.
"And this is Officer Jefferson. Can you explain to them what the man looked like in the car?" Now I'm like, okay, I have to commit.
You have to commit to a big lie.
If I want this toy.
It's a fucking toy.
If I want this fucking Hot Wheels track, this quadruple Hot Wheels track that is electronic and jumps into a big flame of fire, then I have to keep this up. I have to lie to this officer.
You're about to put a innocent person in jail for...
It gets way worse, bro.
A fake car. Okay.
It gets
all right.
way worse.
Keep going.
So, I'm like, I come to a realization, a very quick one. All right, I can either just come clean and say it was a lie, and I lose the toy. These people leave, and I have a good, I can keep going with my life. No. I decide I want this fucking Hot Wheels track. I've been wanting this track. It's $39.99, and I've been wanting this track for a fucking month now.
Okay.
So I look these officers dead in the eye, and they're like, "So what did the car look like?" And I'm scared shitless, dude. And I just look at them, and then I go, "It was that car! It was that car!" And I just point out my neighbor's car, dude. And I'm like, "It was silver, and it had red lights." And I started explaining it. And what did the man look like? I was like ready with this. Like I was like born to lie. I was like, he had silver hair, and he had like I had him pictured in my brain. I still know what he looks like. Like I still know the picture I painted of him. I still know what I told him. I was like, he had silver. He was gray hair. He was like 50 or 60, and he was like kind of tall and like slim. And I ran away, and I made sure I ran so far that he was a little dot. That's what I kept saying.
Little dot.
And then they go, okay, and then they take a little bit more information. They ask me a little more questions. I go back. All right, we're going to do an investigation. And they leave, and then my mom closes the door, and she's still kind of scared. And then I look at my mom, and I'm like, "So can we go to Toys R Us?" And mom's like, "Yeah." And I got the toy. But then, dude, you won't believe what happened. Our school is like a block away from my thing. So this didn't just like end there. This was reported to like the school.
Of course.
So I shit you not, bro. The next day, we have an assembly in the school.
Oh, my Lord, dude. Jesus.
And guess who gets on the fucking podium, bro? Officer Peterson, baby.
Oh, my fucking God, dude. I don't feel bad about my story at all.
Dude.
You created an entire campaign to get a Hot Wheels track.
Okay, but wait, let me finish.
There's more?
Officer Peterson gets on. He's like, "Look, we've been getting reports about like someone driving, teaching the kids like to be safe. It was like 45 minutes. Like, don't accept anything from strangers." They even described what I told them. Like, there's a man, like just look out if you see someone with like gray hair, blah, blah, blah. Keep an eye out. Like, just make sure, like, parents, you're not getting blah, blah, blah. Dude, whole fucking assembly, dude. Next day, I go home. I pick up my fucking Hot Wheels. Zoom, bitches. I'm playing Hot Wheels, bitch. Fuck you, dog. And your silly campaign. I got my new Hot Wheels track, and nobody's gonna take it away from me now. And I lived up to that shit for years, bro. Didn't tell nobody. They caught some guy, too, like a couple weeks later, bro. I didn't give a fuck, because I got my $39.99 Hot Wheels track, and I played that shit for months until I got bored of it and made up another lie for mom to buy me a new Hot Wheels track. And I lived that life. And since then, I've been a fucking liar, dog. I've been a bad fucking kid. Always lying. Bad kid. I had other instances.
It certainly is not going to track for your future at some point.
Yeah. No, I'm a good guy. I try my best.
That's usually what good guys say.
Yeah.
You're in for office on that statement?
Yeah, I am. No, okay, look, it wasn't. There were other instances where I like, there was one time where I was in 6th grade and this girl tried to like make me look bad, and she said something about like me saying something in the group chat that was like out of pocket, which I did. And then I got mad at her for like making me look bad in front of my friends. So I DM'd her saying she's like a whore. And this was like in 6th grade. And then she sent that screenshot to my mom. I was like, "Bitch, how'd you get my mom's number?" Fuck. I'm a shitty dude, bro. Goddamn. Nah, my mom, dude, she confronted me, bro. She was pissed. And I just started like, again, dude, going down the whole whirlpool of like, nah, she made a fake account with my name and like did this.
Oh my Lord, dude.
And you want to hear the worst lie I ever told my mom? I guess this is second worst because that first one was the first worst.
That was really bad.
Yeah.
You put a person in jail for a fucking
for a $39.99 Hot Wheels track
for a kid-sized
yeah.
Porsche.
Okay, so this is not as bad, but have you ever had a weed situation with your parents where they caught you with weed?
They didn't really care, man. They were very like, my dad was a huge stoner. I found that out. My parents divorced, and then
Damn.
My mom like didn't care. Like my mom just was like, all right. By the time she found out that I smoked weed, it was just like, it doesn't matter. At least
nice.
to them, they didn't matter. Like my parents partied. Like they don't give a shit. Like as long as my parents are like, we're like this. This is one thing I really will say about my parenting that I will pass on. As long as you can give trust to your kids and allow and then introduce it to them in some capacity, they will be safe. I think. I got drunk for the first time with my parents. I didn't have my first sip of alcohol wasn't with my parents, but like first time I ever actually gotten drunk was with my dad and my friends, and they all like looked after us. Like we weren't like, at a party, not knowing our fucking limits and getting blackout drunk and puking everywhere and having
Damn.
alcohol poisoning. So they were cool. Like they just wanted us to be safe. Wear a condom, be responsible, have a DD.
That's how you should teach your kids.
Yeah, like don't. I feel like you shouldn't make your kids prude. Like let them.
Make them. When you
when you
are
close
the
them
reason
off,
they rebel.
you close them off and you want to closet them and make them feel sheltered and shit. Yeah, have fun with your whore kids and your drug addict kids because they're all gonna do everything.
You're right.
And not to say they won't do any of that either way, but they're gonna be less likely to want to fuck themselves up badly if you just allow them to fail a little bit. Like, hey, try this thing in front of me. I want you to know what this feels like. I want you to know what a hangover feels like. So you can go, okay, I will be careful about this. That's all.
All right. Big facts, dude. Round of applause for that.
Thank you.
That's actually big facts, man. Because when you teach your kids like to be scared of you as the parent, then all you do is encourage them to rebel and not tell you the shit they're doing. And that leads them to spiral into doing worse shit.
Yeah.
Because now you keep getting angry through the fear that you're experiencing that your kid is doing this. And then you start being more strict. But what you're doing is by being more strict, you're making them more rebellious. And they're more likely now to use more fucked up shit and do drugs and screw their lives up because of how strict you are.
That's why I call my mom and let her know that I might have an STD. That's how open I am.
That's good. Good that you're fucking these dirty vaginas.
I don't have one, but I have called in the past to say. I
didn't mean to say that about vaginas. I love.
Yeah,
vagina.
dude, that was
I love vagina. So here's a cool story.
What's up?
My mom was actually exactly what you described, which is like not strict and just like tell me and it's gonna be okay. But I kind of chose to be the fucked up, lying, rebellious kid. Like I made that move. And there was one time.
Couldn't tell from everything you've said at this point.
Dude, well, here's the thing. I started hanging out with like a bad group of kids in 10th grade. And because of them, I started smoking weed, like pretty heavily.
Hell yeah.
Huh?
What?
What'd you say?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay. Nice. So this fucking teacher, one time in class, this girl comes up to me. She's like, "I have an eighth of weed. You want to buy it for $20?" Now I'm just like, oh, good deal. Probably I didn't think bad weed or anything. I didn't even know how bad weed was or looked like. I didn't even know what to do.
And then you and your friends smoke that bag of oregano.
Nah. So here's the thing. That same day, some guy is in the bathroom sniffing something out, and like trying to figure something out. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what weed smells like.
Being a hall monitor.
No. Like just like some Mexican kid and he had a house arrest belt on his leg, and he was like, do you smell that? And he's like looking for weed, he can't find it, and he's like looking for it, and like I'm Jewish, and look at my fucking nose, dude. I'll fucking hound that shit out. So immediately, I'm like looking around. I don't know what weed smells like, but I smell something, and I duck and I look under the sink, and you know where the water comes out of the sink? That piece is broken, and there is a giant pound of weed hiding in there. Now I found it. So it's pretty much mine. I'm Jewish. If I know that I can get money from this, I'm taking it. I didn't care. I haven't even smoked weed yet. We fucking cut it in half and split it. And then I sold it to some other kid. But before I sold it, I just had this giant pound of weed in my fucking like half pound of weed in my like some drawer. And
you got that out of school though.
Yeah. That's
terrifying that you had that much weed on you.
It was really scary, dude. But it wasn't a pound. I mean, it was probably like a little less than a pound.
But still,
it was just a lot of weed.
A lot of weed that you wouldn't normally just find behind a sink.
I'd say it was a full Ziploc bag. How about that?
That's a lot of fucking weed still.
Yeah. And I took that home, and I thought I hid it and like smell proofed it, whatever. I'm scared. I don't know what weed is. I just know I can make money off of it. So I'm keeping it. My mom, a week later, she opens the door like nervous, like to me coming home, and she's like kind of like you can see she's like offbeat, and I'm like, what's up? And she's like, Guy, come to the backyard. I need to talk to you. And immediately I'm like, she found it. And we go to the back. My mom's like, Guy. She starts crying. I found a bag of weed in your. No, she didn't even call it weed. She called it weeds. I found some weeds. I found some weeds in your room. Please tell me it's not yours. And I just go, oh. Yeah, that's my friend Justin's. What? Who's Justin? Oh, you don't know Justin? The guy I just made up? I didn't say. Oh, you don't know Justin? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know, he's my new friend. And, yeah, he just needed me to save it for him because he was scared his mom was going to find it. My mom just goes, oh, okay, well, I mean, like, whatever, resolved it. Well, I don't want it here, so you better get rid of it or give it back to him. And I go, yeah, I'll give it back to him. And then I just sold it to some kid. But, dude, after that, bro, my mom found my weed again like a month later, and at that point I was just like, all right, dude, yeah, it's mine. I'm smoking weed. And she was like, fuck you. And I just kept and then since then I just started to decide to be honest with him, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go smoke weed with some friends, like, hey, I'm gonna drink with some friends, just wanna let you know. But there were times where it would be bad. Like I was smoking weed like pretty bad and pretty heavy. I started getting like pretty sad and like started reconsidering the meaning of life to a point. And then when my sister committed suicide, I was just like, fuck it, dude, I'm done with all this. And I haven't smoked weed or drank alcohol in like 2 years.
Round of applause.
Thank you.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's really admirable, man, because think that to get that point in your life, to like have that realization and having that much clarity with all the things that happen in your life, it takes a lot of willpower.
Yeah, dude.
Willpower, you know, especially
yeah.
like living on your own in a van, like doing stand-up comedy, like all these elements are around all these things. So like to even just be like, nah, I'm good, is pretty admirable. So you should be proud of yourself, man.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, bro. But I mean, maybe you agree with this. The reason why I stopped was because of stand-up. Because stand-up comedy became my high. Being on stage became my drug.
100%. I also have a performance background. Like I started as an actor, so the idea of being on stage isn't terrifying. A lot of reasons why I think why most stand-up comics drink and become alcoholics is because they become reliant on alcohol to get on stage and have that liquid courage to tell their great jokes, because they normally wouldn't get on stage to begin with because they're writers first. And in LA, you meet a lot of actors or failed actors that want to be stand-up comics because nothing else is working for them. So they do the route of like, oh, well, I already have the confidence. I just got to figure out the writing part.
Right.
And that's why there's a lot of, in my opinion, there's a lot of comedians in LA that are not polished. They're very good performers, but they're not good comics yet. And when you go to New York, I was confident before I had the jokes. I don't think I'm a bad writer. I just think that I didn't give myself enough credit, and I don't think I was as strong as the comics that I ran around with, because in New York, you're around some of the best fucking funniest people. So,
what got you into it?
Literally because my acting teacher at the time, I graduated college. I didn't go to school for acting because my parents were like, just get a degree, you know, and then do whatever you want. I was like, okay, and they literally got divorced like that summer after I graduated.
Divorced?
Yeah.
I had no idea you were married, bro.
No, they got divorced.
Oh, I was like, damn, dude.
And I was like, all right, you guys are doing your thing and making it about you. I'm making it about myself. I want to be an actor, so I'm going to go pursue it. And they're like, we'll help a little bit, but if you need to figure it out mostly. I was like, okay. So I signed up for like this 6-week conservatory, and it was like really intense, like Meisner, just like fucking verbally.
I did Meisner.
Yeah, verbally abusive and just make you feel like shit. This particular teacher did. And he would have one-on-ones with us at the end of the entire seminar, after the whole class. At the very end, the last day, we all sat down separately. And when I sat down with him, he just goes, maybe, you know, you should consider getting a day job. I don't think this is for you. Or you come back to this when you think you're ready to do this.
Damn.
And I'd been acting since I was 13 at that point, and I was 22. So I was like, holy shit, have I just sucked as an actor this entire time? Like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? And then
fuck that guy.
I had a few friends, after having, you know, a little bit of existential crisis, my friends were like, well, you're funny. You ever think about doing stand-up? And I was like, huh. I was like, I've always like thought about it. I never thought I could do it. And I didn't think there was an avenue or anything of any capability or possibilities of it. You just didn't know how it worked. And then I called one of my buddies who was a stand-up comedian from Michigan, and he helped me write my first 5 minutes. Shout out to this guy, Brian Thumb. I haven't seen him in so long.
Mm-hmm.
But he is the reason that I actually like kind of got it all together. Went to my first open mic. I invited my sister and like 5 of my acting friends from that class. And I ate my dick. I did like 3 out of the 5 minutes. I didn't even do a full 5. I was at Broadway Comedy Club. It was fucking 6 o'clock. It was just dreary and sad and bad. And my sister came up to me at the end, like whenever we're on our way out. My sister comes up to me. She goes, "If you ever talk about your dick ever again on stage, I'm never gonna see you perform." And then my friends, my acting friends, are like, "You're gonna get better eventually. Like, just keep going." And I just did, like a crazy person. And I
Nothing
you
crazy
get up.
about it.
No, I mean like it's like again, it's the high. Like you're chasing this high
Right.
of this performance, and you want to get good. So that was really it, man.
So
It
you
was.
can
It
get
wasn't
more
like a
laughs.
crazy villain arc of why I did stand up. I mean, I guess it is just because like that. Fuck that teacher. And then I came back to acting in my last year in New York because I was like, I want to move to LA. I always did, and I wanted to move for acting. Because if I wanted to just do stand up, I would have stayed in New York. Because it's a great comedy scene. You get really funny fast, and you really bust your ass. I just was kind of over it, and I wanted to do stand up still, but I wanted to really primarily focus on film acting. So, and
That's
making my own
incredible,
films
man.
and writing my own scripts and shit. So that's what I do outside of all this nonsense, and that's how I kind of got here. So it's been
Props.
it's
dude.
crazy, man. Thank you.
Nah, man, it's a road, bro. You can't like, I mean, so your first mic was in New York.
Yeah.
My first mic was in Greenwich Village in New York.
Oh, where
And,
at a Greenwich Comedy Club?
Yeah.
Or Grizzly Pear?
Yeah, exactly. Greenwich Comedy Club at it was at 9. It was at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh yeah.
And it was there was like 25 comics on like a list, and I was the last one. And I thought it was like a flex. I thought I was like the headliner. I was like, damn, they put me last. That's fucking incredible. That's fucking incredible, dog. I'm killing it. I haven't even done a mic yet in my life, and they already trust me to be last. I'm goated. They really want me to be.
I want your confidence.
Dude, that's what.
And your
then
fucking delusion.
I had a guy record me, bro. Dude, it was the best bomb of my life. You could just see that I didn't give a fuck that I was bombing.
Because how old were you?
I was 18.
Yeah, exactly, dude. You're fearless at that age.
But but that's a great story though, because that's really the secret that a lot of people fall back on, and that's why a lot of people don't make it, is because of what you just said. Is you just got to keep fucking doing it. You got to keep going.
Yeah.
Do you know Shachar Chasson?
No.
I mean, you probably don't follow his really comedy, but
Nope.
he's the biggest stand-up comedian in Israel, and I was lucky enough to like start under his wing. So like immediately after Greenwich Village, or however you call it, Greenwich, Greenwich or Greenwich?
Greenwich.
Greenwich.
Yeah.
With a J?
Greenwich.
Greenwich?
Yeah.
I always thought it was Greenwich Village. Anyways, yeah, it's spelled Greenwich. Bro, fix your English, all right?
It's Connecticut, you know.
Whatever.
Greenwich is Connecticut, Greenwich
I
Village.
had no idea. Well, here's the thing. I moved to Israel, started doing stand-up. This guy let me perform open for him every single week in front of audiences of 200 people, barely doing stand-up. And every single week, gave me 5 minutes to open for him. And in front of like giant audiences of Israeli people who probably have like English is their second language.
Right.
And I'd get better every week, bro. And he never, ever gave me any advice on my jokes. The only thing he would ever tell me, because every single week I would ask him, Shachar, what did you think of my this? Shachar, what did you think? Shachar, how was it? He would always respond with the same thing every time, and now I finally understand why. This is all he would say. Shachar, what do you think of my thing? Don't stop. Keep going. Don't stop. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it. Don't stop.
Because there's nothing you
Keep going.
There's
That's all he would ever say.
And there's nothing that he could have told you differently, because
Because
the hardest thing about doing an art form like stand-up comedy is like you can try to tell somebody how to do this,
Yeah.
but the reality is you can walk into a room, see someone murder, and then not know why. You're like, why does that fucking work? Like, how does that work?
Well, now
it's like, because the reality is, because there are formulaic ways to get a laugh. But the reality is, funny is funny, and sometimes it just is just what it is.
I disagree.
Oh, I'm listening. I'm waiting for your point.
Here's the thing. I think I would like to recommend you a book to read.
No. Don't go the book route. Tell me why. Tell me your personal reason.
There's this book. It changed my whole fucking. This was the book for me. I did this 5-day intensive, and I bought an ebook for $80 called "Breaking Comedy's DNA" by Jerry Corley. A lot of comics know this book, And I liked it so much I even started working for him like as an intern to like really start like learning more about his methods and whatnot. But in the book he teaches the 9 major laughter triggers, like the 9 major psychological laughter triggers proven by like psychology and like scientists and whatnot, and the 13 major comedy structures. And now when I watch stand up, once you read these books, every single joke that gets a laugh, you can actually see the material, you can see the structure and see the laughter trigger attach that structure and why I got to laugh. And I thought that was so incredible and something that I missed and think that a lot of comedians didn't have, and something that like I think that was the thing that I needed this whole time that I didn't have, which is why I was so fascinated and started working as an intern for him, that I literally sat down like every night or like very much and just studied it. Now the reason why I studied it is not so that like I'm like super formulaic and structure oriented, but just so that like it becomes my second nature and just like my way of thinking.
It's a subconscious.
Exactly. I want to get these structures into my subconscious, and it was hard in the beginning because like then I would sound too structure-y, or I'd be like, "Fuck that! I don't want to sound too structure-y." But I'm still going through it. It's still a process. But dude, that book, fucking you really can now understand like, oh, that's why it's funny. Oh, this is a benign retaliation joke or a double entendre, or like this is even ones that everyone knows, which is like, oh, this is a reverse laughter trigger attached to that is the surprise. And then here's the the psychology behind like the surprise and why it's
Right.
funny and gets a laugh. You know what I mean? So it's like that's fucking incredible. You know what I mean? Just the fact that you can understand why people are laughing.
I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. I think that the reality is that comedy cannot be taught, right? So it is very much trial and error. As
Okay.
much as everything you're saying is factual.
No, I agree 100%.
The undertones of why something gets a laugh, there's clearly a science to that.
It's a mix of both.
But I think the true madness of stand-up comedy is to just do it and figure it out. Because you can't say, oh, that doesn't work. I could say, I don't think that's going to work, but I don't know, because you could do it on stage and it gets a fucking laugh.
Right.
In my head, I go, well, I wouldn't, because every time when someone's asking somebody or giving their opinion, it is purely based on what they would do and not what the person would do. It's almost very difficult to sit there. Put it this way. If I'm not watching your set directly for you from your point of view, I'm always going to tell you what I think I would have done for myself, not what you would have done. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
So, like, let's say you have a joke and you're like, I don't know, talking about, being Israeli and all that, whatever, And I go, oh, well, maybe you should talk about this part about being Israeli, but it's like, but that's not your perspective,
That's beautiful, yeah.
But if you're like, what'd you think of that new bit? And I was like, oh, okay, like, I could say something like, I would cut the fat. That, to me, is not like telling someone how to write a joke as much as just like, oh, just get to it faster, because I think there is a way to get to this faster.
Right,
and I think that is ineptly what we want to do, is get the laugh as fast as possible to keep their attention. So I don't think that's a bad thing to say in an advice standpoint, but more or less if someone is giving advice or their take, it's usually just about what they would do and not what the person would have done.
Right.
So to remove your ego from watching somebody is very difficult, unless you've watched someone so many times that you think you know what they would say. That's a different thing. So we all know what Jerry Seinfeld would talk about and what he says. And you can be like, oh, that's like a Jerry Seinfeld bit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, oh, that's like a Jim Gaffigan bit. Like, you have that mentality. Or you can be like, oh, yeah, that's like a Guy Rubin bit. Like, when it gets to that point where you are so identifiable, they know what you would talk about.
And that's the beauty of the comedic character is like everyone, like you said, sees comedy through their own lens.
Yeah.
So it's like when you have this persona, this character, this personality that you are, you're Brad Stoll, you're this specific niche on stage, you're the burrito guy, then now everyone who's watching is like, now that's where you combine the structure with your character, and that's where nobody can now tell your jokes because you're so you know what I mean? And I think that's really cool because at the end of the day, you can't teach comedy. It's true. It's a mix of both. You can't teach comedy, but if you are like made for this and you want to do this,
you'll do
then those structures will get you further. It's a mix of both.
I wouldn't say it's like a cheat code, but it is definitely a sheet that definitely breaks it down a little bit more.
It's good to, you know what, I will say this. It is good to read books about comedy.
Agree to disagree. But I think your book's different, though.
Yeah, I mean, I've read
your book to me seems more of like a psychology book. About
right,
comedy.
right, and that's what I like about
books
it.
about comedy, I think, are dog shit. I think.
Oh
books,
yeah. Like I don't know if you know what's her name, Judy.
Oh, don't
God
even
damn.
fucking
I'm
bring up that
sorry.
woman's name. Ugh, if I heard that fucking dog shit book, like how to get booked on the Tonight Show, is that basically what that book should be called? Because it's
Dude,
it's bullshit.
It's not only is it bad, you know, she did a TED talk to promote it, and she was doing stand up in it, and the whole thing bombed.
Good.
She got like no laughs.
Good.
And you could see her like taking in the bombs.
Fuck you.
Like you could, Judy Carter, I think was her name.
Yeah. That's awful.
But that's a bad book. But there was another book that I think is cool. It's called How to Kill in Comedy, and it sounds like a fucking shitty book.
I've heard that book.
But it's a great book. I'm not gonna lie, it's really good.
Take his class.
What's his name? Steve something?
No, I was talking about you. I was being.
Oh.
Read this book.
I don't know. I think it's always gonna be a mix of both. Like it's like the one who's gonna make it in the end, or like the one who's gonna get the furthest, is the one who has the knowledge and the structure to back up his comedy, his character, his personality, and who's working hard, doing mics every day. Like I did, I got on stage like 5 times today.
That's great.
Just 4 mics,
Fuck yeah.
show. You know, like grind, bro. That's the only fucking way to do it, and that's why I hired all these editors so that I don't have to be sitting in my fucking couch editing videos or at a cafe. Someone else can do that while I go to the mics and refine my work and shoot clips that I can
100%.
send my editors.
Yeah.
You know, and I love my fucking editors because they're great and they work hard and they do great work.
Oh yeah, make us look good.
Thank you, Kenneth, and thank you, Edgar. You guys are the best.
Thank you guys for having the most like editor type names.
That's so funny, dude.
But yeah, man.
Hey, dude, this was fun, man.
Dude, thanks for having me.
I had
man.
a good time, bro.
Yeah,
And
I did too, man. This was an experience.
Hey, give it up for Brad Stoll, the burrito guy. Do you want to shout out
Stop
your
it.
stuff?
Yeah.
To my six viewers, let them know, dude.
At
They're not gonna look you up.
At Damn It Brad. It's MNIT. People usually get that wrong. Damn It Brad on Instagram. Damn It _Brad on TikTok. At Brad Stoll on YouTube. I have a short film on there. Definitely would love you guys to check it out. I wrote and acted it and produced it. It's called Act Now. It's a horror comedy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it got into a lot of festivals and stuff. It's cool stuff.
All right.
And if not, check out my Resent reviews. That's the food reviews we're talking about.
And hey, remember, you can always, always, always lie yourself into a Hot Wheels track.
That you can always do that. Or you can always manipulate your Romanian grandfather into buying you an X-Men action figure.
Yeah, all you gotta do is ask.
Who also has a sex book. Anyways, thanks for having me, man.
Promote the
This
sex
was super
book.
fun.
That's what I think people want to read.
Yeah, people want to watch.
What's it called?
I think it's called Sex in the War.
Sex in the War, guys.
Or Sex.
Only on eBay. One
War-
copy. Fight for it.
War and Sex. I don't know.
All right, dude. Love you.
Love you, man.